pregame starts at 12 and the game is at 1 o'clock. So that's coming up.
Yeah.
But hang with us for an hour and we're going to talk cars. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about, we're going to have Tech Corner. We're going to answer some car questions right online. We're going to talk about some warranty questions that we've gotten over the past few weeks at the dealership. We're going to talk about Black Friday deals, and we're going to have a little Corvette discussion. Yeah, so we got that going on.
Right.
So joining me this morning, as always, is Todd, my service director in Los Lunas. How are you?
Happy Saturday, guys.
Yeah, it's
Happy
beautiful,
Saturday.
beautiful day.
Oh, yeah.
And Jerry, how you doing this morning?
In a very button-pushing mood.
He's in there just pushing buttons. But this is the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show. We are sponsored by Malloy Ford, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Commercial and Fleet, which is booming this month, and Malloy Budget Used Cars. We're going to be talking about cars, and all of those are located in Los Lunas. If you're looking for a vehicle, when I drove by the Ford store this morning as we were leaving, they already had people taking cars and doing test drives, and Chevy had a couple of test drives out. So if you're out shopping today, get on down to Los Lunas. Let me move my notes. Oh, and by the way, if you want to watch us on YouTube, feel free to do that. You go to the KKOB something, Jerry.
Yeah. Go to YouTube.
Yeah.
And
YouTube.
then just do a search for @News Radio KKOB, no spaces. News
There you
Radio
go.
KKOB.
And
we're right there.
And we're right there. Just our shiny, happy faces.
And I did push the correct button. Only about 12 seconds late.
There you go. Not a problem.
I pushed the button.
So if you want to watch us on YouTube, go ahead and do that. You can see the guys at Jeep asked me this morning, because I got on a Chevy hat, I'm wearing a Ford sweater. They're like, "Where's your Jeep stuff?" And so we drove a Jeep up this morning. So I made them.
You've got your Jeep underwear.
Yeah, that's actually what I told them. They're like, "I want to see." No, you can't see mine. But we actually drove up in a Grand Cherokee.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful car.
Very nice.
Overland edition. And there are some huge deals going on in Los Lunas. If you're looking for a vehicle, you need to get down there. It doesn't matter what you want. Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, used car. We've got hundreds of used cars out there. And this is also the commercial season. A lot of businesses usually buy vehicles at the end of the year. And so our commercial and fleet teams are just booming this month. And they've got some huge deals on commercial vehicles. So if you own a business and you want to take advantage of maybe some year-end tax, I won't call it manipulation, but savings, you can do that, because there's some tax benefits to buying vehicles with depreciation and stuff I don't understand. But get on down and see us in Los Lunas. We're right on the interstate. Easy to find, easy to deal with. At the bottom of the hour, we are going to have Tech Corner. If you've got a car question, text that baby in 505-243-3333. Just text us in a question. You can also email during the week at info @malloyjeep.com. Those stack up in our box there, and we pull those questions when we have the show, and we try and answer them on the radio here.
Yes, we do.
And sometimes we're good, sometimes we're bad. But hey, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. One, I teased you with some Corvette information that we've got. We're going to have Tech Corner. We've got some Black Friday deals we're going to talk about in a little bit. But I wanted to roll into some warranty questions. You know, we've had a couple of instances this last couple of weeks at the dealerships where we've had some warranty questions, kind of warranty coverage issues, those kind of things. And so I wanted to talk about that. And there's a couple of things to understand, that when you buy a new car, depending on what it is, I mean, you're going to get factory warranty if it's a new car, right? Yeah. So you're going to get, 3 years, 36,000 miles. You're going to get as a comprehensive coverage, and then you're going to get your powertrain coverage up to usually 60,000 miles. Although there are some exceptions to that, because if you buy a diesel,
5100,
you get a 5100.
Yeah.
And Ram has also come out with the 2026 models that their powertrain, even on gas engines on the Rams, is up to 100,000 miles as well. Yep. So if you buy a new car, that's pretty easy. If something breaks on a new car, typically you come in, you get it fixed, not a problem. Yeah. But where we've having some questions and issues that we've run into the past couple of weeks is these third-party warranties. So and I didn't hear any in the commercial bank that you just run, Jerry, but I know sometimes y'all run some commercials for warranty companies and this warranty company and car warranties. And I won't call them out by name, but there's some that advertise all the time on everything that you see. Or maybe you get phone calls. Hey, your factory warranty is about to expire.
All the time.
Get them in the mail.
I get more spam calls in the past 2 months. It's like I'm trying to answer the phone and talk to people, and it seems like every other call I get's a spam call.
I know.
But if you get that phone call, is that worth it? And I guess the question that I've got for you, Todd, because you deal with warranties every day, what are some of the main things that you want to be aware of when you're looking at maybe a third-party warranty?
Well, a lot of it's coverages, deductibles, and you really got to look at the best extended warranties out that we have, with our company is the comprehensive, because it covers most everything. And you really got to look at the whole picture on these extended warranties, because a lot of them say they're good and they're not.
Yeah. And they're really good at taking your payment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They'll let you make payments all the time.
Yeah.
But what we've run into a couple of times over the past couple of weeks is this third-party warranty, and whatever it's called, I won't name it again, but Car Shield.
Yeah, I was just going to say something, but I didn't want to.
I didn't say that online.
They're a little difficult to deal with.
So
should I even say that?
Nobody's the 12 people that are listening.
Yeah.
They're fine with you saying that, brother. No, but you've got to pay attention to them. And some, even with that company, there's some good coverages, but there are restrictions on that coverage.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes there's a restriction like the total policy payout, like you can only have a certain amount of claims. There are also restrictions about how much maintenance you have to do.
Yep.
There are certain maintenance items that you have to perform to get coverage on your warranty. And so there's always things that you need to look out to. And I got to tell you, if somebody calls you on your phone and says, hey, your factory warranty is about to expire, and it's just some random company, go get away from them.
Yeah, I would too. I would too.
We've got not only do we have the GM protection plan, the Ford warranty, the aftercare warranty with Ford, Chrysler's warranty through Mopar, but we also offer warranties through the largest insurance company in the world called Zurich. We've got service contracts through them. We've also got coverages for high mileage vehicles. So if somebody calls you on the phone and says, hey, I'm going to sell you a warranty, don't do it. Come see us.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be us, but get your warranty from a reputable place.
Yeah, you need to do your homework on it, and it's really important. There's a lot of things that they don't cover, and even with the maintenances in these newer cars, you got to do your maintenances.
Yeah.
There's a required maintenance you have to do.
And so in Malloy, in Los Lunas, of course, anything that we sell, not everything that we sell, there are some exclusions, high performance vehicles and things like that. But all the vehicles that we sell come with not only the 15-day, if it's a used vehicle, not only the 15-day, 500-mile state mandated implied warranty, which just means it's not going to blow up on you in 3
right
days.
after you buy it.
Yeah. But we also offer warranty forever, and warranty forever again covers powertrain and for as long as you own the car. And there are requirements with that one too. You have to do your maintenance.
There is.
And that's really the big one, is do your oil changes on a regular basis and keep your receipts.
Yeah.
In a box somewhere.
Yeah. The best way to do is bring it into a dealer
Yes.
like us, and it's always stored in our computers.
Right.
And we can just send them all the information they need that you've done. It's and it's real easy that way.
But that's one of the biggest problems that we've run into over the past couple of weeks is the warranty company requests the proof that they've had their oil changes and maintenance done. And like with me, if I didn't come to the dealership, I don't keep track of that stuff.
Yeah, it's tough.
So
in with our warranty forever, we have done some. I mean, they come through all the time.
Yeah.
And they cover it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted everybody to know that.
Yeah. So just be careful. Like I said, I've gotten more spam calls, and you'll probably get more through the end of the year. And some of those are your warranty's about to expire.
Yeah.
Hang up on them and call us.
I get them in the mail all the time.
I know.
I just look and I just rip it up and throw it in the trash.
But when we come back, we're going to talk about some Corvette information. We're also probably going to talk about some Chevy engine information. We're also going to talk about some deals going on for Black Friday and the end of the year. If you're looking for a deal, Malloy Ford, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep Dodge Ram, Malloy Chevrolet in Los Lunas. We're going to talk about them when we come back from the break, but we have got some huge deals going on, and this is a great time to buy, probably the best time all year because interest rates have gone down a little bit. There's all kinds of manufacturer specials. So when we come back, we're going to cover some of those and talk a little Corvette news on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB. And we are back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio, also on YouTube, streaming semi-live. And we are talking about cars. If you're looking for the football game, it's coming, I promise. Just stay tuned, stay with us. We're going to be talking about cars for the next 40 minutes or so, and then we're going to get over to the pregame show, and the game starts at 1 o'clock. And go Lobos. If you are looking for a vehicle, get to Los Lunas, because I got to tell you, I got this sheet here. If you're watching me on the internet, you can see that I don't know what I'm doing here. There's all kinds of stuff going on. We have got at the Ford store. We'll talk about the Ford store first, since that's at the top of the hill. We've got the year-end sales event just announced this last week. In fact, we had to scramble and do some new commercials because we had it all done, and then they changed it on us because they came out with 0%, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days.
Wow.
Plus, if the vehicle's equipped, you get a 90-day free trial of Blue Cruise, which Todd would pass on.
I don't like that blue.
Todd's sketchy on the Blue Cruise, but I love it.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
What is Blue Cruise?
Blue
Oh,
Cruise
man.
is hands-free driving, man.
Yeah.
And we were in the sale a couple weeks ago in Socorro, and I was driving an Explorer back and forth from Socorro, and that Blue Cruise driving to Socorro, that is perfect.
No, I can think of
Yeah.
if you're out in the middle of nowhere.
That was perfect because you come up on a slower traffic, it automatically changes lanes and goes into the fast lane.
Yep.
It's just hands-free.
It does work. It
Yeah.
does work well, but I'm just not used to it.
Yeah. Now, is it looking behind as well to make sure
Oh,
that
yeah. Yes.
that semi
Yes.
that's going, 20 miles over the speed limit isn't going to be
Well, we
coming
could-
up on your
We
rear?
could have a discussion about that.
Yeah.
too.
But it does. It checks your lane.
Pretty cool.
We've done it.
Yeah.
We did a demonstration in Las Vegas in traffic, and really heavy traffic on whatever interstate that is, 15 or whatever. Even in heavy traffic, you do the lane change, and it will look for an opening and get over there. So it's pretty cool. But you get a 90-day trial of that, and it's pretty good. Plus, If you are a veteran, military veteran, active duty military, or a first responder, Ford's also throwing in another $1,000 for Veterans Day. That's coming from Ford. They've got huge rebates along with the 0 for 60 and 0 down and 0 payments. The Ford store also wanted to do something special. So if you buy a new car down there, and if you're interested, they will also offer you a gift card with purchase to Andy's Boots in
All
Los
right.
Lunas.
Good deal.
So the local store down there, I don't even know where that is.
I knew the dad. I know the son real well.
Really?
Yeah, it's right down there by a body shop down there by the light, right past the river
Uh,
on the left-hand side, little strip mall.
Okay. But anyway, they're giving you a gift certificate to Andy's Boots so you could do some holiday shopping
Heck
if
yeah.
you can get a new car and do some shopping.
Yeah.
But hey, we were going to talk about changing gears here. Hard. This is a hard gear change. First, like fifth to first, right here. We are talking about text. If you got a car question, text it in 505-243-3333. We've got Tech Corner coming up at the bottom of the hour. You know, we just had somebody in the studio here that was asking us a car question.
Yeah.
It was kind of good.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. But if you've got a car question, text it in. We've got some lined up, but we might have some time to answer some other tech questions. And Todd's pretty good at it. But hey, I wanted to talk real quick, shifting stores to Chevrolet. This week we got in a car that we've kind of been waiting on. It's the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette Z06.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So that car came in this week. You know, we've got actually at the moment, where am I? Oh, they're there. We've got the Z06, which just came in. We've got a 2026 Stingray, which came in a couple of weeks ago.
Beautiful car.
Yeah. And we've got the last remaining E-Ray. And, I wanted to talk a little bit about that because there was like something that I was looking at, and I wanted your opinion on this. Not your opinion, but I want you to explain this to us.
Okay.
So the Z06, just a gorgeous car.
Yeah. Crazy.
So that cranks out 670 horsepower.
Correct.
It's a 5.5 liter.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. And is that got a
Turboed out?
turbo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Stingray that we've got, it has a 6.2 in it,
Correct.
and that's 490 horsepower.
Correct.
So is that where they come up with the extra horsepower on the Z06?
Yeah, that turbo.
Because to a sales guy like me, when I say it's a 5.5, it seems like the 6.2 would have more horsepower.
You would think so, but it's fuel injected, and so they're forcing some air down in those cylinders with that turbo, and they're producing some more horsepower with it.
The E-Ray has the 6.2 as well, but it also has electrical motors, and that produces 655 horsepower.
Correct.
That pulls out of that thing.
And that one's very quick.
And
that is a quick car
because that's instant torque, all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So it's an all-wheel drive Corvette. But we just got those in. If you're looking for a Corvette, one of the things that you have to consider too is the Z06 isn't super cheap.
No, but
it's breaking that 150 grand kind of barrier, close to it. The E-Ray's got an MSRP of 131, but this is last call on that E-Ray. So if you are interested in a Corvette E-Ray, come down and see us because we are going to get rid of that this week.
It's really a cool car.
Yeah,
it really is.
And then the Stingray is probably the most affordable. And I was looking at the times. I was looking at like the 0 to 60 times in those cars. And between the Z06 and the Stingray, even though it's half price, they're still pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
It's only about a half a second slower. Getting up to 6 seconds.
So is it worth that much more money?
Yeah, it is. If you got the money.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got the money, that's what I told somebody when it came in. One of my sales guys asked me, "Hey, you gonna buy that?" And I was like, "No."
Did you see what's the 0-60 time on the E-Ray?
It is. It's right there with the Z06.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is right there with the Z06. But they're just gorgeous cars, and the interior has been redesigned on the 26 models. So you don't have the wall of buttons that they had for
I
a
kind
little
of
bit.
like that.
I don't
Kind of
know.
like that
Somebody-
that line of buttons because they kind of changed it out. I seen that on the
Yeah.
that cool purplish blue
Yeah.
one we got in. God, it's a cool car, but they did change it up.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, they did change it up a little bit. So anyway, if you're looking for a Corvette, but it is interesting that GM came out this week and also modified some of those retention requirements. But what they're saying is that's such a limited production car that you can't just come buy it and then resell it, because that actually does a lot of things. It actually voids your warranty.
Yep.
So the factory warranty, if you sell that Z06 within 6 months, so you buy it, then you sell it right away, GM won't cover it.
Yeah, crazy.
And then on the ZL1,
ZL1's that's the bad boy.
That's the super bad boy,
Yeah.
1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
That retention requirement's a year.
Yep.
You have to keep that car a year. Which I think if you're going to just buy it, I mean, that's okay. But
The customer looking for one.
if you were buying it to flip it, they won't cover those. But just beautiful, beautiful cars. And so we've got some in. If you're looking for a Corvette or something that goes fast, pick
That's
one.
the one.
Doesn't matter. Any of those. And they really are beautiful cars. I'm too fat and I'm too old to fit in them, so I'm not interested.
You can hardly get in and out of it too. Once you're in it, you're good.
Yeah, and I couldn't afford any of those.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for one, we've got them. We are ready to deal on those, and let's make them go away for Black Friday. That's a beautiful Christmas gift.
Well, man, I'd love to have one.
Here's the keys to your
Yeah,
$150,000 car. Here
Yeah.
you go. But it's worth it. It really is worth it. When we come back, we're going to get into Tech Corner. We've got some tech questions coming in. I've got a couple on the text line that just came in. But if you are looking for the football game, it's coming up here in just about a half hour. We'll jump into pregame, and then we'll go with the football game at 1 o'clock. In the meantime, we're going to answer some car questions when we come back. We're going to have Tech Corner rolling here in the next segment. So that's going to be good. If you're looking for a vehicle, get on down to Los Lunas. Malloy Ford, Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. We're going to talk about some more of those Black Friday specials that are coming up too, and some of the deals going on. But when we're going to do, what are we going to do? We're going to do all that when we come back on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB. It's our favorite song, our favorite segment of the show. It's Tech Corner. It's our favorite segment. It's probably y'all's favorite segment too, because you don't have to listen to me yak on. You can hear
Me.
You can hear Todd, which I know is a bonus for y'all. Hey, if you're out looking for a vehicle, well, two things. If you're looking for a football game, it's coming up. If you are listening and you're out there tailgating, go Lobos. If you are listening for it on the radio, it's coming up at the top of the hour. We're going to get into the pregame show. And then the game kicks off at 1 o'clock. But we are going to talk some tech questions here. We've got several. We had one live tech question. So we've got a question about what kind of car was that? It was
it a GMC?
No, this Mazda.
Oh, the Mazda. Yeah.
We had a Mazda. So we've got an older Mazda with 175,000 miles on it. And never done any service on the transmission, and there's, according to the owner, there's not any kind of recommended maintenance on that.
That's kind of weird.
So the question comes up. I got my opinion, and I told him my opinion. The question comes up: should he do a transmission service on that? What do you think?
I wouldn't. I mean, I would leave it alone. I mean, you got 170,000 on it. I'd probably contact Mazda to see why it's not in the owner's manual, but I know that there's some manufacturers that say there's lifetime fluid in those transmissions, and that could very well be what it is, but I wouldn't touch it unless I really found out.
Well, and that was my opinion too, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
If you got it at 175,000 miles and you've never done anything to it, shame on you. But and also, hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Great. Good luck. Yeah. But I wouldn't crack that thing open.
No, I'd leave it alone.
I would just let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would too.
Because you get in there, and especially doing a flush.
Oh man.
I mean, maybe a fluid exchange, but a flush, I wouldn't touch it.
I don't want to disturb anything.
Yeah. It's living. It is coexisting.
Yeah.
It is happy.
It's broken in where it needs to be.
Hey, speaking of coexisting, have either of you guys seen the show on Apple TV that was filmed here in Albuquerque, The Pluribus?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
Oh yeah. The third episode dropped, and we watched it Thursday night.
Yeah, that show. Man,
crazy.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
And it is completely nothing that you would ever expect. It's pretty good, I gotta say. Yeah. Plus, it's cool because they're in the airport. They're showing the Albuquerque airport. They're in Sunport. They're all over. And they filmed some of that out by my house. So
cool.
But that show is crazy. And
we only want you to be happy, Gary.
And that's all we want. We want y'all to be happy too. So anyway, okay, back to cars. Sorry. Okay, we got a text question. Let's take this before we get into our email questions. And I think I know the information here. It's a 2013 GMC 2500 HD. It says the E85. Mm-hmm. So would that be like a V8 with an E85?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
With 106,000 miles. So on initial startup, first startup of the day, the RPMs rev super high, and then comes back down. Only the first start.
Yeah, it's because it's warming the computer's warming the engine up.
Now, they're asking the question, so it leads me to think that it may be doing it more than maybe it has in the past, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's always done it, they probably don't care. Mm-hmm. But would there be something that would cause that? I mean, would something with the throttle, something with the ECM?
Well, you would think that if it was electrical or some of the ECM, you'd have an engine light. Yeah. So there's some problem going on, is what I would think. I don't know. I'd have to take a look at it and see what it's doing. But usually the ejector's double pulse when it's cold, and it brings the RPM up, and it'll even make it run a little bit rough, but it's just dumping fuel trying to warm up that vehicle.
Yeah.
But we'd have to look at it. It's kind of crazy. But
and if it's not throwing a light, I mean, unless it's redlining, right?
Yeah.
if the RPMs are going to, tagging out.
We've ran into a few. I ran into a diesel just a while back that we ended up getting fixed, but it was idling low, and it actually turned out to be the cluster problem. And it did have a light, but it was a cluster problem.
cluster problem.
Yeah.
Like
It was like one of the drivers in the cluster
yeah.
wasn't working properly, and
Huh.
it was kind of freaking the whole system out.
Huh. So we don't know. That's
Yeah,
the answer.
bring it to me. I want to look at it.
Bring it to Todd. And
I
let's
really
let
want to
us-
look at that.
But if it's just revving up, it's only doing it on the first start of it, may not be a problem. But if you want to get it looked at, we'd be happy to look
We
at
can
it.
do freeze frame data too. We can go in and look at when it's been doing it or what. We can look at all the modules, all the sensors, and see if there's something that's kind of messing around a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not enough to kick a light on yet, but we could look at that.
Okay. Okay. So let's look at. So next we've got a 2018 Ford F-150 3.5 EcoBoost, 92,000 miles. When under acceleration, like on emerging onto the interstate, there's a question here. It says sudden. I get a sudden loss of power. I'm thinking like not a total loss of power, but it doesn't,
like a lag.
Like a lag, probably.
Huh.
Sudden loss of power under acceleration, especially when merging. So probably getting onto the interstate, gunning it.
Yeah.
So if you've got the EcoBoost 3.5,
in those turboed,
you're always gonna
have some lag.
You're always gonna have a turbo lag.
Yeah, for a few seconds, or real slight, but not unless it just started doing it. That one started doing it, but I'd look at maybe airflow, but then again, it would probably kick on a light maybe an air filter. I don't know. We'd have to look at that.
Because it could be something in that turbo.
Mm-hmm. But you would think it would kick a light on though.
Yeah. So probably what I would recommend on that is 2018 with 92. I'd probably get it in and get it checked. We could probably look and do, we could check the intake system.
Yeah, it could be dirty, a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
We've noticed a lot of throttle bodies too that way.
Yeah.
We clean them up and they act normal after that.
Yeah. And it could also be 2018. Yeah, almost every answer these days could be a software update,
and it could very well be too. We were just talking about that yesterday.
There, a lot of the problems that we see in vehicles these days, there's either a TSB, a technical service bulletin, that's out for them to update the software, or there's some kind of software update or some kind of fix.
Because at 18, the newer ones now they'll do the updates right over the air through the satellite.
But in 18, you might have to plug in.
Yeah, and so when they do plug into them, that'll show if it does need updates, and they can do them.
Okay. All right. Very good. Got a question here on the text line about a Ram Power Wagon. And
cool
yeah, the texter says it had a 2012 with the 5.7 Hemi. Till it tap danced.
Oh,
yeah.
I probably know what that is.
But wanted to know if the Power Wagon would ever have a diesel option.
I don't know. And I think they do.
They did, and then they went through their change, and so we don't know what the 26s are going to bring.
Yeah.
On the 27s, 26s are out, but 27s probably will have. They did have a diesel option in that for a little bit. Okay, got a 2020 Chevy Bolt, 60,000 miles. Every Bolt question is mine.
There you go.
So
he's an expert on the Bolts, I'll tell you.
So when charging on a level 2 charger at the house, chargers slows down to half speed. So on that, there's a couple of things that you might consider. So when you're charging on a level 2 charger, which is what you would typically have at your house, which is pulling off the 220 plug. If the charging slows down, there's a couple of things. It could be just because the battery itself has a management system, a computer system that is taking care of the charging system on that. There could be a problem with that charging system, or there could also be, depends on the temperature. If it's like a really hot day or something, it may slow your charging down because the faster you charge, the more heat you're going to get in that battery. So there's a couple of things that it could be. You could also have a problem with your cable, with your charging cable at the house. But if it only does it occasionally, I would check and see. I would probably bring it in 2020 Bolt. I would 60,000 miles. So You probably still got coverage under your battery warranty.
Yep.
But I would also check the charging system control because that may need an update, just like everything else, right?
Yeah.
Or it could have a problem. But there's a couple of things that could be. I would start probably just by bringing it in, letting us look at that charging system.
Yeah.
Okay, we were rolling through these. What's this? Oh, this one's. Come on, people! You're asking me these questions. Gotta. Okay. We cover them every week. We're gonna skip that one. Okay. No, it's the same question. It's the same questions that we get at the dealership a lot when the temperature changes.
Oh, okay.
Guess what it is? My TPMS sensors on my tire pressure monitoring system.
You know that they're doing now too is you can bring them down and you can get into the computer now with even GM and all of them, and you can lower that. You can lower for it doesn't kick on. Let's say it wants 35 pounds. The manufacturer put it there. We can actually lower that down a little bit so that it doesn't come on in the colder weather too.
But yeah, that's what happens, and it doesn't matter what kind of car they told me that it was. This was on a Honda CRV, but yeah, when it's cold, especially if you've got just regular air in your tires. Now, if you've got nitrogen, it's a little less apt to happen.
Correct. It does a little bit, but
it still
better.
happens.
Yeah.
As the temperature drops, don't be surprised if your TPMS light comes on. But it should go off when you start driving.
Yes,
and
it warms up.
You heat up your tires.
Yep, exactly.
And here in New Mexico, that's one of the things is that you've got, it's 20 degrees in the morning and then it's 7 degrees in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So there's like a 50-degree range of temperature change during the day sometimes, and so that just is that the air inside those tires is going to the pressure is going to change.
Yeah, you give it about 15-20 minutes of driving and it should change back.
But stop sending me softball questions like tire lights. Okay, we've got time for one more. What do we got? What do we got? What do you got? You got anything interesting to talk about from the week?
No. Oh, we could go for another hour on that. But we've had some interesting things come in, even on the newer ones. Well, we were talking about this morning with 100 miles on it. There's bulletins on these newer vehicles, and it's things happen, and we get them fixed.
Yeah, we were talking about the valve bodies.
Yep.
There's still a little bit of supply issue with the valve body, and the valve body is inside the transmission.
Yeah.
It kind of controls the gear shifts on the transmission, right?
Yep.
So there's still some of those parts that are kind of hard to get. But overall, it's been pretty good.
It's been better, yeah.
So we've got a 2021 Ram 1500 with a 5.7 Hemi, and the Hemi's back, baby.
Yes,
I drove one the other day. It's 2026 with the Hemi in it. I was happy. I was so happy. Anyway, this has got a 5.7 Hemi, 72,000 miles. It's got an intermittent. Why would you use a word like that and make me say that? Come on, choose an easier word. Intermittent rough idle and slight shake at stoplights.
How many miles you say?
72.
I wonder if he's doing all his maintenance with the air filter. And then again, I'm going to go right back to maybe we got a little bit of a dirty throttle body.
Yeah.
Cleaning those is we do a lot of throttle body services.
Yeah.
I mean, this in this area, there's a lot of dust and stuff, and it collects. So that could be something what it's doing.
Yeah. And with that, you've got rough idle and slight shake. Intermittent rough idle. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be.
Computer could be trying to control something that all of a sudden, and it hasn't quite done it. And when you come to a stop, it will adjust. But
again, if it's not throwing a code, then it's hard to track, right?
It is. I would do a throttle body clean on it and see what it did. Actually, I did one on one of ours, and it took care of it.
There you go. So there's your suggestion. Let's get that throttle body in and let's get it cleaned up.
Yep.
Hey, we are going to take a break right now. But if you're looking for a vehicle, since we're talking about a Ram, here's the other alternative for the Ram with the throttle body. They've got Black Friday deals out on Rams. You can get $4,000 off a new Ram 2500 or 3500, or up to $7,500 off a new Ram 1500. So just trade that thing in. We'll clean it.
Yeah, we'll clean up for
Yeah,
you.
after you trade it in, we'll clean it up.
Yeah.
Jeep's also got big deals, $4,500 cash back on a Grand Cherokee like we drove up in today, or $7,500 cash back on Gladiators, and even on a Wrangler. Wranglers hardly ever have, rebates. You can get cash back on the Wranglers. They're also offering a lease payment as low as $359. So if you're looking for a vehicle, like a Jeep, Ram, or even a Chrysler, Chrysler's got Pacifica vans with up to $5,000 cash back during the Black Friday and wrap up the year sales event. So if you're looking for some of those, get on down to Los Lunas, Malloy Ford, Malloy Chevrolet, Malloy Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram. But when we come back, we're going to close it on out on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio on 96.3 News Radio KKOB.
Are you ready for a new Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, or Ram? There's only one location where you can choose from the top American brands, Malloy Los Lunas. And if you're ready for savings, check out this 2018 Kia Soul, sale priced at $12,998, or a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica, sale priced $18,990, or a 2019 Nissan Rogue, sale priced at $17,655. If you need a new car, Malloy Los Lunas is ready for you. Call today, 505-451-0714, or visit MalloyLosLunas.com. CD 25245BD 25022 ACP 08958, not including tax license, 39950, dealer service transfer fee, CD affiliates.
At Bank of America, we're proud that more than 20,000 veterans and people with military backgrounds have joined our ranks since 2015. Now we're committed to adding 10,000 more over the next 5 years. By helping veterans achieve their career goals, we're moving from appreciation to action. And together, helping expand economic opportunity across America. Visit bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Boost your team's productivity and morale with this workplace tip from Cintas. A well-maintained uniform helps your team look and feel more professional. Don't leave their appearance to chance. Let Cintas handle your team's uniforms. With their Apparel Plus program, Cintas picks up, launders, and delivers fresh work apparel back to you, so your employees focus on doing their jobs, not their laundry. Learn more about Apparel Plus at Cintas.com.
Make a confident move toward your financial future. Join Kirtland Credit Union by December 31st, and you'll be entered to win a share certificate. 2 worth $1,500 and 1 worth $2,500. That's 3 chances to win just for becoming a member. With 8 convenient locations and easy online enrollment, it's never been easier to live confident. Visit kirtlandcu.org/GO or stop by today. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Live from the American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Studio. This is New Mexico's #1 radio station, 96.3 News Radio, KKOB.
And he's pointing at me. That means I get to talk. Welcome on back to the Malloy at Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio. We're closing it out on a Saturday morning with football coming up. Go Lobos. And we are talking about cars for the past hour here. We've got all kinds of questions. We still got some more questions here, but I'm running out of time. So we are going to talk about a couple of things. Again, if you're looking for a vehicle, get on down to Los Lunas. We'll be there after the game. So if you're at the football game, cool. Watch your football game. Watch the Lobos win. Go to 7-3. Pretty good year, really. Yeah,
not bad.
So after they win, come on down and buy you a new car. We got all kinds of deals going on. We talked about some of the Chevrolets that we've got at the Chevrolet store in Los Lunas. We've got the Red Tag sales event that gets you up to $6,000 off a new 2025 Silverado, and 0% interest on 26 Silverados, Equinox Trailblazers, and Equinox EVs. And speaking of EVs, we have got in the Equinox EVs. For some reason, we're having babies on our lot because we started the week with like 1, and now we've got 4, or 5. So if you're looking for an EV, and I tell you that Equinox EV is nice vehicle. It's all kinds of range, over 300 miles in range, and just a beautiful vehicle, great to drive. And if you're looking for hybrids, if you don't want to take the jump all the way to EVs, but you're looking for hybrids, we've got the Grand Cherokee that we drove up today. We drove up in a Grand Cherokee. It's a 4xe with the hybrid, so you get excellent gas mileage on that. You've got the Escape hybrids. You get, I think it's 7 $7,000 off an Escape hybrid right now.
Hey.
And that's a plug-in hybrid. That's a pretty good deal. We've got huge deals going on at the Ford store on the Broncos and Bronco Sports. They've got leasing specials. You can lease a Bronco Sport right now for $399 a month. And if you're interested in leasing, there's all kinds of lease specials. We've got, in fact, Ford through their year-end sales event has got lease specials on everything. And basically it's either $399 or $499. $399's all kinds of stuff, Mustangs and everything else.
Yeah.
Broncos, $499, F-150s. They've got leases on. So if you're looking for a lease, this is the time to do it. And don't forget, you're in sales event, 0% for 60 months, 0 down, 0 payments, plus a 90-day trial of Blue Cruise on most of the remaining 25s. So if you're looking for a vehicle this weekend, no kidding, get on down to Los Lunas. Look us up online, MalloyLosLunas.com. Or you can give us a call, 505-451-0714, 505-451-0714. And, we got just a couple minutes here. We were talking, too, about some of the advances that the Corvette's been making. But we've also got a Mustang. We've got a black Dark Horse Mustang that's on the showroom floor that we actually ordered an upgrade for that.
A little peppy.
And we ordered
peppier.
the upgrade. They're installing the Whipple supercharger on that.
Cool.
So that's going to take that up to about 800 horsepower or something like
GM's
that.
got a couple of new engines coming out too.
Yeah, we were talking about that this week too. GM's going to allegedly in 27 they're going to come out with the they're going to change the 5.3, make it more efficient and actually move it up to a 5.7.
Yep.
And then the 6.2 is actually going to be like a 6.4.
6.4, yeah.
With more horsepower and a little bit more efficient. So there's a lot of advances coming out. People jumping back into motors, gas motors. And,
I love it.
So that makes us happy because we love the smell of gas. But we appreciate you listening to the show. If you are looking for a vehicle, please 505-451-0714 or get on to MalloyLosLunas.com. You can do everything you want there. You can build your own deals. You can put your prices on there. You can put a down payment, figure out your payments. You can figure out your whole deal before you come in. And that saves you time when you get there because you've already got everything figured out. We can see what you've done, and we can make that work for you. So if you're looking for a vehicle, get to Los Lunas. Easy to find, right on Interstate I-20. You know where I am. Why am I telling you that? If you've driven south, you've seen us.
Can't miss
right
us.
there. We're right on the interstate in Los Lunas. They've cleaned up some of the traffic. There's still little traffic things, but it's all good to go. And I think it's all green to Los Lunas. So there's no traffic. So this is your traffic report to Los Lunas. Green, green, green. Get to Los Lunas today. This is Dennis and Todd on the Malloy Los Lunas Auto Show on your radio on 96.3 News Radio, KKOB. Go Lobos.